we'll start eventually. I don't know. Whenever more people join. But hey y'all. So like we're gonna before we do the spin that everyone, I swear I promise you everyone's waiting for. We have a little presentation before, but like don't leave please. It's not gonna take that long, I promise. But yeah, we might do more streams too, like for Kahoots and Gimkids and stuff, just for fun. But yeah, we needed to do this one because we kind of promised we'd do this like ages ago. So yeah, I'll wait for more people and then we'll start. All right, I was gonna get started because I don't think that many people are gonna join. I don't know. Let's hope more people join while we go through this. But first, we have a little balance seminar. Um, just to give like a basic rundown on what burnout is and all the stuff about it. You know what it is, what causes it, some signs of it, how to prevent it, stuff like that. So I guess let's get started. So first, what is burnout? Burnout is a state of emotional, mental, and physical exhaustion caused by long-term stress and pressure, and it's more than just being tired or busy. And that's pretty much it. And as I said before, it's more than being tired or busy, and it's just more than normal stress. Burnout is long term. It's overwhelming. It drains you and it reduces your overall motivation and performance. Whereas normal stress is more short term. It's manageable, and in some cases, stress can actually motivate you to accomplish tasks and get things done. Whereas burnout is overwhelming, and so it doesn't motivate you and actually does the opposite. And so some common signs of burnout. Um, so constant exhaustion, loss of motivation, or interest, declining grades or productivity, and feeling detached or overwhelmed are all signs of burnout uh, that you can see. And then many people don't think that burnout is that common, or especially people who aren't students. I understand, us as students, we have felt it, so we know that burnout is more common. But for other people, a lot of people don't believe that burnout is that big of an issue because it's only for people who are really overworked. It's people who can't actually manage their time. But even the people who appear that they're motivated and successful, they have good grades, and that they can manage their time because they're doing all these things, they are typically the most burnt out, but they're not really showing it. Again, a majority of students in high school report frequent stress and burnout. Many students feel mentally exhausted weekly, and burnout is linked to anxiety, depression, and disengagement. So it's a serious problem. It's more than just stress and academic pressure. It's like a genuine mental health concern that should be addressed. That's what we do. Why burnout matters, as I said before, it lowers academic performance, it reduces creativity and focus, it impacts your mental and physical health, and it can lead to long-term disengagement and other mental health concerns. So what are some causes of student burnout? I'm sure that a lot of you know this from the videos, but if you don't, so things like heavy academic workload, high expectations, overcommitment, poor time management, lack of sleep, which is a really important one. I know that like pretty most of us don't get that, but it's an important one. Constant comparison, fear of failure, and little time to rest or recharge. These are all things that cause burnout, and things you should either avoid or prioritize in terms of like sleep and rest. Definitely prioritize that, but also be able to learn skills in time management, but also back up in terms of overcommitment and putting expectations on you, and understand to like learn from failure rather than fear it. These are all because they're all major causes of burnout. The effects of burnout: academic decline, emotional exhaustion, increased stress and irritability, and then loss of balance in daily life are all effects of burnout, as well as also more long-term effects in terms of like mental health disorders like depression and anxiety, as well as just an overall like detachment from what's around you, and this overall like buildup of like just overwhelming buildup of exhaustion. How to avoid burnout? So starting with time management. So plan realistic schedules, prioritize important work, break tasks into smaller steps, avoid last minute overload. Obviously, these are pretty typical time management skills, but it is a big part of not being burnt out. As well as something else you can include in avoid procrastination, which videos coming out on that soon, hopefully, if I remember to post them. But yeah, like of making sure you're being on top of your tasks and actually like having realistic schedules and stuff like that. Because I know that I hate schedules. Like I just don't ever want to make one or follow one. But it's like actually so important because like you're never gonna commit to something if you don't have it planned out at all. Like even just writing it down will generally just help you. So it's a great way to avoid burnout by learning time management skills. So how to avoid burnout with study habits? We've talked about a few of these on the in posts and videos, but study smarter, not longer. So for example, using different study techniques like the cheat sheet method or the Feynman technique, stuff like that, that actually like keep information in your mind rather than you just mindlessly reading and memorizing stuff. That is really helpful. Taking regular breaks. So for example, the Pomodoro technique where you do 25 fives or 50-10 intervals of study then rest. It's helps you not only take time to relax, but it also helps with actual memory and recall whenever you have a test or you're having a presentation or something. It's like genuinely helpful to have those breaks. Avoid multitasking. I do this all the time. At least not with studying, but especially for homework, I will be doing like two assignments at once and then have a video playing, which is awful for your focus and awful for your mental health. So don't do that. I'm trying to be better at that, but yeah, you definitely shouldn't do that. And focus on quality over quantity. Obviously, if you are managing your time well, then you should have enough time to get quality study time in. So you are not like, stressed and rushed to cram. Rather, you're getting quality time to study over a period of days, or if it's not that complex of a topic, to over a period of a few hours. Um, it's really important to focus on quality over quantity, because you could study a whole textbook of material and it just doesn't stick. So what's the point? And then finally, how to avoid burnout in terms of wellness. So getting enough sleep. As I said before, I don't think like anyone is getting enough sleep, to be honest. So we should probably get enough sleep, because it's like the main thing your body needs in terms of like it's like food, water, and sleep. You kind of need those. Get enough exercise, just is good. Like good for your health, good for and then obviously exercise is good for your physical and mental health, and burnout is part of your mental health and physical health. So obviously it makes sense. But it's also a good it's a good hobby to have, um, and hobbies are helpful with avoiding burnout. It's also just good to have something to take your mind off, something that you can do to take your mind off of just stuff around you. Exercise is like one of the more healthy ways that you can like ignore, your tasks at hand, while not like while still being productive. Setting boundaries. This is a big one. I think a lot of us, overcommit to work and like by taking on too many assignments or being in too many extracurriculars, too many clubs or whatever, or it's you have these overwhelming like pressures and expectations placed on you, either by your family, your friends, by just like maybe your teachers, even yourselves. Like setting boundaries in terms of like the pressures put on you, as well as like the amount of work you take on, but also like just maybe you're the main thing people think about when you say set boundaries is like if your friends are going out to do something, right? You say no, right? So you don't go out and you spend time doing what you need to do. But it's more than just that, right? Setting boundaries can be in so many different aspects of life, but learning to set boundaries and actually setting boundaries is like really good for avoiding burnout and your mental health overall, as well as just a life skill to have. Like we're human and we're not perfect. You don't need to take on a million tasks. You don't need to have the overwhelming pressures and expectations placed on you. Um, so yeah, set boundaries, and then finally ask for help early. This is a big one. I think a lot of people, get are like their pride and their ego. They just don't want to ask for help. I know I'm one of them. I just don't like asking people for help that often. I didn't. I think I'm getting better at it, but you need to ask for help. Like it's because you won't know until you ask just how like maybe how simple the solution to your problem could be, or how simple it could be to maybe let's say you're not understanding something, maybe how like simple someone else could explain it to you, and you'd understand it better than whatever maybe your teacher or the textbooks aren't like teaching you. So ask for help early, right? Don't wait too long. You wait too long, you have like let's say you like an hour before an exam. You shouldn't be asking people for help then, but like ask people for help over time, and get used to that, because it's we're not all perfect, and you have to ask for help with other people because we're a community. So key takeaways: burnout is real, and it's common among students. It affects mental and physical health as well as your performance and academics, as well as just other things outside of school. Um, Preventing it is possible, and then balance leads to success. So thank y'all, and then we'll probably shortly get into the prize wheel thing for y'all. All right. This is everyone that filled out the form that we're going to put on here for Challenge Week, as well as these are some people from other forms. I just wanted to combine all the raffles together. Hopefully, if you're actually watching this, you win. It'd be kind of sad if no one that's watching this wins, but I hope you'll win. So, yeah. We'll go for our first spin, I guess. All right, Stavik wins. He wins something. We'll send y'all prizes, whatever prizes in your email, or in person if we see y'all, I guess. Oh, barely. All right. James is our second winner. And then our final winner will be selected. Oh. And our final winner is Amin. So y'all will get whatever in your email. I don't think anyone that won was is viewing. I don't think anyone's actually even viewing right now. But you know what? It's fine. Well, it's fine. Well, yeah. I don't know what else to do right now for the stream. I think we might stream next weekend, or we might set up like a Discord or something to make it better than the stream. To get like, I don't know, cahoots and stuff done, more prizes for y'all, more community, more community activity and stuff going on. But yeah, until then, yeah, I don't know. Until then, we're just hopefully gonna post more. I need to post more, and we'll hope the other guys can get something organized in terms of like the 5K, like our other events and stuff like that. So like we will have a 5K run coming up soon. We're probably gonna send out a form for when y'all are available to take that or to do that. But until then, yeah, stay tuned for other videos and posts and hopefully a form.